short time ago sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. And off we go from Denver. Fielded just outside the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Valentine. He'll have a first down past the 40. Escapes the defender, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year one, and this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little buffing. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Jabril Cox there on the tackle. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now Lance. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lance flushed out right. Got a man. It's De'Ami Brown, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to...
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. There he goes, left side. 20, 10, 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Right back to him on first down. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Working from the gun, Lance. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And some room to roam now. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. He'll try again. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Flush to his right. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. They'll try the left side. Valentine. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football.
And now off to the races down the right side. The 20. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. 85 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half. And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined. No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the second.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the 49ers are back within a score. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. Touchdown, Broncos. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. Butker now to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And some space here. And running with power here. And all the way to the opposite 45. A big play there for the Niners. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On play action, Lance. Eluding the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Here's Lance. And able to haul it in is Kittle. Room here to run. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Let's do this.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lance. Flushed out right. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flush to his right. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
They'll try the left side. Valentine. 83 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Sheds off the tackle, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another. Yeah,
I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary. When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Valentine. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Now a give, right side. Valentine. A nice little juke. And down inside the 15 he goes. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Butker's kick here is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on out to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Taking in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, You definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And Lance now to throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 162 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Escaping the press. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another 1st down there.
Completes it to Fant on the right side. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now they try the right side here. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Second and 5 now. Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Airing it deep for Fowler. It got his man complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Lance now on first down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And some room to work. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. Gets it to Strong. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now a handoff looking right. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Lance on the bootleg. Rolling to his right. That's to the right side. Complete to Kittle. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. to the goal line, but it's incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Lance. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
57's the night. Watch 57. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Slam, slam, slam.
Now a give, right side. Valentine. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll go with a keeper. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A huge play there for Denver. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. Touchdown! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Play action. Now it's Lance. He'll buy some time right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Throwing again on second down. Lance firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun now for Lance. And that is incomplete. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally, because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing his Lance on third down. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And they'll go for it. Lance to the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. And Lance going to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers get a score closer. Now Blankenship on for the PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score, Broncos 53.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Broncos are going to get the football. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's taken down inside the 30. 141 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. That one looks like he'll throw here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off inside the 5. And the 49ers are right back in this football game. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Lance. And the Broncos get there and take him down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. And Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he will get a good amount of yardage back on 2nd down, but the clock still runs. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big connection on that one. 42 yards. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Broncos, the win is their 5th of the year as they move to 5-8. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.